Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel. Episode 227. I should really stop thinking that, I'm going to take a break from canceled when I know there's a solid chance that won't happen. I mean, it did happen for a while after at 225, but that doesn't happen too often. So I gotta be prepared at all times to make a cancel episode, and now I have more than enough to make an episode. So, what are we talking about? Several things, actually. I might as well go in order from like the oldest to the newest bit of news. So, Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us. This news popped up like after all the stuff with Ghostbusters and Godzilla X Kong and Mickey 17 and all that. I decided to just wait this out because I didn't feel like this was worth talking about like by itself in a cancel episode. But now that more stuff has come out, I will now talk about this. So It Ends With Us. It got delayed by a good 4 months. This was supposed to come out next month in February, literally less than a month from now. And now it's been pushed back to June 21st. So yeah. um I mean, I kind of saw this coming. I mean, there was like literally no advertising at all for this movie. Like when you have like no advertising for a movie and it's supposed to come out in like a month or two, yeah, that's a sign it's moving. It is moving. That's happened several times. Quite a few times when I've been making cancel episodes. Like when I see something like a situation like that, I just know it's gone. It's going somewhere else. And now it's going to be a summer movie, which I guess is definitely an improvement over being a February movie. It's coming out the same day as The Bike Riders. So it's going to be a very slow weekend, as you can already tell. Um, but now that means, Lisa Frankenstein, that's pretty much going to be the main movie coming out February 9th. Well, that and Turning Red. I don't know about Out of Darkness. I'm not too sure about that one. But I know Lisa Frankenstein and Turning Red will be coming out that weekend. So, yeah, for anyone who was interested in this, sorry, you're going to have to wait several more months. For all you Blake Lively fans, I know that's going to be rough, but what can you do? So, that's the first bit of news. Next is a movie that didn't get like delayed or anything. This is a movie that was revealed to be, it was officially revealed because the Jesus Christ, April 19th, it was like a mystery movie on that day. Well, this is what the mystery movie is. The movie called Abigail, which come out April 19th. And it has a trailer, poster, everything. And apparently the plot, so here, is that children can be such monsters. Like after a group of would-be criminals kidnap the 12-year-old ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure, all they have to do is collect a 50 million ransom. Is All they have to do to collect the 50 million ransom is, to watch the girl overnight in an isolated mansion. The captors start to dwindle one by one and discover to their mounting horror they're not locked inside with no normal little girl. Uh-oh. Oh, I just had to add the uh-oh because it just fit. But yeah, so basically they gotta look after this kid, or just like, yeah, basically look after this kid. And then, well, not really look after it, just like hold her hostage for like one night. And then, but unfortunately everything goes wrong and it's all ends in, horror shenanigans. Um, yeah, I don't know how to feel about the. Maybe if I watch the trailer, it'll sell me on it. But I mean, it's interesting that. Well, it's not really interesting, but I'm. At least I know what this mystery movie is now. I don't have to guess what it is. So yeah, so that's the second thing. All right, what's next? If I remember correctly, uh, damn it. Okay, so two other things. Okay, Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic. This now has a release date, April 18th of next year, 2025. And production for the movie will start January 22nd. So yeah, this is interesting. I'm kind of surprised it took this long to get a biopic of Michael Jackson. I mean, we've gotten a biopic of plenty of, musical artists, the past, few decades, really. I mean, there's quite a bit. I mean, there's obviously Freddie Mercury with Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, there's Elton John, there's, Ray Charles, Johnny Cash, NWA, there's a lot. And yeah, you think they would kind of want to make a movie about, the king of pop. That's what I mean, there was This Is It, but that was like a concert movie it was a documentary that came out like right after Michael Jackson's death in '09. But yeah, it took like almost like well over 15 years, and now we're getting a biopic. And the thing is, like, the person who's going to be playing Michael is actually Michael Jackson's nephew. I did not know that until like several minutes ago when I was doing a little bit of research. I stumbled across that fact and I was like, wow, oh, okay. That's kind of cool, kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I need to see this thing before I can really judge it. Okay. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it doesn't make a mockery of Michael's legacy, because this is Michael Jackson. This is not like some small scale, like some small time musical act. This is the king of pop. He's made some of the most iconic music ever. Like, you can't mess this up. If you do, people are going to be pissed off, and there's people are going to be like, you're gonna get canceled into oblivion if you mess this up. So yeah, but we'll see how this goes. And this leads to another movie, actually. I gotta find it down here. It's like I know it's down. Okay. Exorcist Deceiver is now in the ether now. It's no longer coming out in 2025. And it's been replaced by Michael. So yeah, Exorcist Deceiver is the sequel to Exorcist Believer. It's supposed to be this new Exorcist trilogy that Universal bought for like $400 million, including the IP. And as you know, Exorcist Beginning, no, Beginning, ugh, not that one. Exorcist Believer, which came out last October, it wasn't received very well. In fact, it was received terribly by the public. People hate that movie, and it didn't make as much as Universal probably hoped it would. And so, because of the somewhat lackluster box office and the horrible reaction it got, that it made the possibility of the sequels happening a little shaky, to say the least. And with Exorcist Deceiver, David Gordon Green, who's directed Believer, he's gone. He's not doing it anymore. He's busy with other things, like apparently a Ben Stiller movie, Nutcrackers, and Righteous Gemstones. So they got to find a new director. Who knows how long that'll take? So I feel like Deceiver, if it's gonna have a chance of coming out, it's gonna need a big ass rewrite, a big ass rework, because Believer, like, it's what, like, after watching Believer, I've never seen Believer. I don't want to see Believer, but to everyone who watched Believer, what makes you think they're gonna watch any more Exorcist movies after that? Like, like, come on, like seriously, they're not gonna watch anymore. Like, say for like, there have been plenty of bad movies that were teased to have sequels, like Green Lantern. It teased a sequel. Who the hell was gonna watch that? Avatar, the last Airbender movie, teased a sequel. Never happened, because who the fuck would watch another M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie? Like, who? Who? Maybe me, but, but, yeah. So I feel like this whole trilogy is just doomed. That first movie killed any chance of people giving a shit about the rest of these movies. And I feel like Universal is definitely having some buyer's remorse when it comes to buying the IP rights to The Exorcist, because they really thought this would be like the Halloween movies, recently. Well, that first Halloween movie was, well, that 2018 Halloween movie was a smash hit. They probably hoped the same would happen with The Exorcist, but that just did not happen. And now they're just stuck with this. Unless they just decide to just can the whole trilogy altogether, which is possible. But I don't think they're going to do it. But I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, for all two people wanting to see more of the new Exorcist, well, you're out of luck for now. So, yeah. Yeah, and what's more damning is that Five Nights at Freddy's, which wasn't even that good, um, that did way better than freaking Exorcist, Believer like ever did. So that just like another L for The Exorcist. The fact that Five Nights at Freddy's dominated when it came out, and this didn't. So yeah, and that's really it. So now it's time to play that game. What will happen next? I don't know. I mean, January. No need to talk about January. Not much to talk about in January anyway. February. February is looking fine. Well, there goes It Ends With Us. That's what it was called, right? It's gone now. February is just, ugh, a waste of time. March. Don't need to say anything about this month. What happened to Arthur? That moved up to the 5th, did it? I don't know. I don't really care that much. Um yeah, that's the new March dates of like Frozen Empire and New Empire. It's weird that you have two movies with the with the with called Empire like coming out the same time. I think that's kind of funny. Then you got April. The 12th is still empty. Like, will someone fill that up, please? There's Abigail coming out the same day as Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Then you got May. It's there. June is there too. There's It Ends With Us. July is as empty as ever. August, there's a bunch of stuff here. September, then you got October. Well, you can scratch off the Monkey Paw movie. That's Jordan Peele's, well, the one he's producing. Scratch that off. Then you got October, then November, then December, and then a bunch of movies that are in the ether. And I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's there yet. It should be. But there's January of next year, then February, then March, then well, there goes Exorcist Deceiver. It's gone now. um, is it even on here? No, it's probably like in the later half. So it's like later in 2025, I would say. There's Michael for the 18th, right there. There it is. Then there's 2020. There's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. There's Exorcist Deceiver, and then there's the fourth movie by Jordan Peele. Now, during 2025, when in 2025, I can't say, but it'll be sometime apparently, and that's what the next 2 years look like roughly. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. And check out more videos like this. I got playlists on the homepage. All previous episodes of Canceled I've made, including this one, is now 227 episodes. If you want to watch any of them from beginning to now, I highly encourage you want to binge them all from beginning to now. I highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. There's also box office predictions. I predict box office for movies. This weekend I do 4 movies. I do Beekeeper, I do Book of Clarence, I do Mean Girls, the musical, and Soul. So stay tuned for those. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made, well, the one I made this year and all the other ones I've done the past few years, you can go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. I just uploaded and published my December recap of 2023, literally like about an hour or so ago, I think. So I did that, and now I have to do my two-part 2023 recap. That'll be next week. So stay tuned for those videos. And my January recap, that'll be the first week of February. So stay tuned for that as well. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.